Hi guys, hey, it's Zach Knowles from Old Time Horsemanship, back with Aries. Make sure you hit subscribe and share this video if you like it. Today, we're going over lariat work at the very beginning. And a prerequisite to this is, I'm not a roper. I know the basics. I know enough to get in trouble. I don't rope cows off horses, that's not my thing. I like to chase them, not necessarily rope them. I've tried. Not good at it, and I don't really have the patience to learn. I'm kind of focusing on some other stuff like colt starting, training, myself, and mount shooting. But I do use lariat a lot in my training, especially with young ones. My first Mustang, I had a roper so I could get the halter on her. That was an 8-hour learning experience. I also use it now to desensitize the horse with stuff being wrapped around them, and we start with the feet, okay? So I got the halter and stuff. I've already done some basic groundwork with them. You can do this a couple different ways. So if he wants to pay attention to something else, he's gonna do that. I'm gonna make him move, so he pays attention to me. So, move. So if he's not paying attention to me, he's gonna move. There's another horse in the pasture next door, and I am the one you need to pay attention to. So you can use the lariat the same way as you use a flag. Coiled up. It's a good way to get them to. He's going to toss his head because he doesn't want to do it. You have to pay attention to his body. You can use this lariat as a tool, like anything else, like a stick and string, and so on and so forth. So he's going to play it around. That's okay, let him run. Don't get mad at him. See how he barely moves it? That's the pressure scale. I'm using a stick and string, I'm using the lariat to move him around. I'm going to let him work until he does something right. In a calm start focusing on you. I'm not going to try to put his foot in there until he's focused on me. With the lariat, I'm not paying attention. I'm going to get it. Work, and the snow is going to make it much harder. Turning your boards back and forth will get them to pay attention to you. But if he's going to look at me, pay attention to me, keep an ear on me, I'm going to reward that. As soon as he takes them off and looks away, I'm going to demand his attention back. Okay, guys? This is a little impromptu lesson. I'm using the lariat as your way to add pressure. My recommendation is that you get your horse warmed up before you do it. He's obviously not paying attention. He's had some time off. It actually makes for a pretty good training video. Okay, so I'm going to come back up to him. I'm going to love him with it. Let him know that everything's going okay. Just rub him down with it on both sides of his body. Now, at first your horse is going to be afraid of this, especially with the new one. Make sure you stand at a 45-degree angle from the shoulder. Just do this. And if you need to, you can just stand in the middle of a round pen, smack it against your leg, move it around, just like the flag, before you even get to the point you touch them. Okay? So, back to the feet. I use the lariat at first with the feet to get them used to us touching their feet, especially if they're wild. Or you can use a lead rope that you don't have to wrap around the foot to get them okay with it, so you can get them ready for the farrier. You also want to get them leading by the feet. The reason is this is the prerequisite to teaching them to lay down with a lariat if that's something that the horse needs. And also, it's good to be able to lead by the feet because it saves them. It will save them in the long run, especially if you run through barbed wire and stuff and they get caught up. They'll know not to freak out at that pressure. Instead, they should stop and give to the pressure so they don't tear up their legs and potentially seriously hurt themselves, or kill themselves. So the easiest way is just to walk them into it. So you can walk them into it, or you can try to put it on them. So I'm going to that and put it in. So you have to go around it. And then you're going to want to grab both the lariat and the lead rope. I'm just going to pull on his foot ever so slightly. Here he's not giving it quite well. I want to take a step. Licking and chewing. That's what we like. I'm going to take another angle. I'm going to do the same thing. We'll pull on the lariat. And we'll let him take a step. He's going to take it. He's going to figure out to release that pressure. He's not doing it. There you go. So that's what I want right there. Now I'd recommend you use gloves for this. Otherwise, if they pull it through, it's going to hurt. As far as the lead rope goes, it's just a way to keep control of them. And also add a little bit of pressure simultaneously so they get used to it. When you first start, you might want to just pick up on it and just let them feel it, right? And then release. They relax. Because at first, when they first do it, this isn't going to feel good. And they're going to freak out. And then I'm going to let them relax. I'm going to pick it up. And then you can get to the point where you pick it up all together, and you hold it there, and you let them relax. That's the front foot. Same thing with the other way. First step, rub it on. Second step, just put some tension on it. Look for signs of relaxation, reward it. Third step, lift it up, hold it until they stop thrashing, they'll thrash, reward it. Final step, 45-degree angle, have them try to take a step. Then as they build on it, 2 steps, 3 steps, etc. so they learn to give to that pressure. When you're ready to take it off, you just loosen it. You can have them walk out of it and pick up their feet if you're comfortable. So I'm going to see if I can't get them to back out of it. Pay attention to me. And he's perfectly distracted by other things out here, like here. I'm going to walk back with it. He's still walking back with it. Pick up the foot. There you go. The back foot. Similar concept. Hitting by the back foot backwards is a little weird. Clint Anderson does it. He kind of leaves them back at an angle. I've tried it. It's not my favorite thing to do. My recommendation is do the same thing as the front. You don't necessarily need to lead them anywhere. They might give to the back foot naturally, which is fine. Buck does it too, Buck Brannaman. But basically the same concept. Put the lariat on. The back heel, in fact we'll do the other side, and put some tension on it, and pick up the foot. And I bet you he doesn't like this one as much as he doesn't mind the front. Even though he's been roped, these are the very basics. If they haven't had it for a while, they might not like it. Don't worry about the ropes and stuff, all the stuff gets tangled. This is the start to something that you do on the rail. There's roping them on the rail. There is teaching them how to accept the rope in the saddle. You can rope them on the ground when they're moving. Roping a horse is very beneficial. See, he didn't like that. He knows he doesn't like it. There you go. So I'm just going to kick a little bit. I got a little pressure on. I'm going to let it go. He's going to check it out. That's fine. I like that. Still, he's not pulling on himself. So I'm going to hold it here until it relaxes. I'm going to release the pressure. I'm going to pick it up again and release the pressure. Now with this, make sure you don't get cow kicked. I'm going to try to get him back. Oh, there you go. He yielded kind of backwards for me. That's nice. Holding it and release the pressure. At first, they're going to kick like a country mule when they do this. I want you to have gloves. In fact, I'm a little nervous why I don't have gloves. Kind of stupid of me, because you never know. So he's yielding to this pretty good. He's not freaking out. I'm putting a little bit of pressure on and releasing it. I don't mind if he picks it up gently, but I keep the pressure on until he puts it back down. That way it teaches him, hey, you get tangled in some barbed wire? It's okay, bud. Just stay still and I'll take care of you. That was pretty good. Much better than I thought he was going to do. So now I'm going to take it off. So make sure you're safe with this as well. Okay? I don't want you guys to get kicked. Put it down. I'm going to see if he'll walk forward for me or he can back out of it. And it's as simple as that. So that's a prerequisite to roping them. We'll tie it to a hard fence. Roping them on the ground. If you need help, you're gonna have one person. Oh, you spooked at what? What did you shoot at? The cat? Come on. That's a prerequisite to a lot of different things. Desensitization. I'd recommend you do that in your coat. Throwing a little bit of attitude at me. Anyway, as far as the lariat goes, if you don't feel comfortable doing it by yourself, have somebody you trust hold the halter, you do the rope, or vice versa. And that way you guys kind of work together, but make sure you communicate. If you enjoyed this lesson today, make sure you hit subscribe and share. And remember, you're just like me. Anyone can do this and be successful at it. Have a great day, guys.